was saying it a little bit earlier, but I think it's so funny how much people are like so polarized about this all chat thing. Like the all chat thing literally pisses people the fuck off. You're either somebody who really wants it or somebody who really doesn't want it. And that's it. It seems like there is no in between. But before I even start talking about it, look, gamers, I know you like gaming and I like gaming, and that's why we're soulmates. But what if I told you that you can earn while you game? That is right. This video is brought to you by the wonderful people over at Buff. Buff is a partnered and authorized app of Overwolf, which we've worked with before. Buff lets you earn points while you play your favorite games, supporting things like League of Legends, Valorant, Fortnite, Dota 2, and a lot more. All you have to do is leave Buff on in the background while you game, and that's how you earn points. They even have challenges so that you can prove you're a gamer and earn more. Once you have enough Buff coins, you can head on over to the marketplace and redeem things like game keys, gift cards, gaming hardware, anything your gamer mind can think of, as long as they have it available. So what are you waiting for? Why just game when you can earn while you game? One more massive shout out to the people over at Buff. Thank you guys for sponsoring the videos again and again. You guys are awesome. Download Buff from the link in the description below and start earning while you game. Now let's get back into the video. I want to see how the voting has been going. Are people voting more yes, or are people voting more no? Look at this. Like, this is what's crazy. It's very close. 43 to 56%. Obviously, more people are leaning no. I myself am super duper, really hardcore leaning no, because League of Legends just does not need it. It absolutely does not need it at all. It is something that there's always people on the left and there's always people on the right of it. And then the people who think that it needs it think they're 100% right. And the people who think that they don't need it think they're 100% right. It's almost like political at this point. I guess the easiest way to start with this entire discussion is, what are the pros and cons of adding voice chat? Do you guys have any pros and cons? I want to hear chat. I want to hear y'all talk. I don't play League, I don't know. And this is one of the reasons why I say I don't want it. The pro that we get is communication. That is it. That is the only pro of having voice chat. There is no more pros about voice chat, except the games would be better because more communication. That is it. There's nothing else. Now, the cons, obviously, toxicity is one that everybody talks about. Game's going to be a lot more toxic. This one's a weird one, but this is a very true one. It changes the entire concept of solo queue, because people have been playing solo queue for over a decade with no voice comms, and now people want voice comms. It's going to change what solo queue even fucking means to begin with. So that's an entirely different thing now. And the last con, and this is kind of a con, but not a con. There's so many people who came in and they're like, add it and then just mute it if you don't want it. You do realize that if you add voice chat, it's going to put the game in a point where if you don't use voice chat, you are at a disadvantage. You can't just decide, oh, I don't want voice chat, because now their team has 5 people communicating and your team has 4 because you decided to mute out. No shit, you're going to be doing worse. So what you have to do is just sit there, mute yourself, and listen to them talk, because there's no reason to opt out unless you yourself are trying to lose information on the game. You're giving everybody, I guess, this bonus amount of information, and if you don't want to listen to people or you don't want to deal with toxicity, you don't have access to it. That's bullshit. Muting it is very, very dumb. I 100% disagree with that. I don't know why people keep saying that. And that's another really big con. And obviously, like, this is super duper, like, specific, but it's like voice chat. The amount of toxicity is a lot deeper than just, you're bad, kid. Haha, this is a top diff, you suck. It is literally going to become as bad as Valorant when it comes to being like a woman. Everyone knows. Every single person knows that's true. Playing Valorant as a woman is a different game than playing Valorant as a guy. Same fucking thing with Overwatch. It is a different game than playing as a guy. Because me, I'm Tryndamere. I dive into 3 of them. I die. I get nice try. If a woman does the exact same level of stupid play, they immediately get, oh, wow, yeah, we have a fucking girl on our team. Why are you playing Tryndamere? You should be Lulu, etc., etc. Yes, gamers are just pieces of shit. It doesn't matter because there's this mindset that people have. Hey, other games are toxic too, and in other games I trudge through shit every day. So I don't know why you guys can't pull yourself up by your belt straps and trudge through shit as well. Like, do you get how silly that concept is? Another very big thing that I think is fucking hilarious about this whole voice chat issue, the main reason people even fucking want voice chat to begin with is solo queue. But here, I'm gonna blow some fucking minds here, and this might bring some solace to the people who think League of Legends really needs voice chat, because there are a lot of people. Again, it's almost a 50-50 split. But check this out. You guys want to? I'm gonna actually blow you away. Here, check this out. Look at this button right here. Can the editor zoom in on that? Ranked flex. Rep, can you connect to League voice real quick?
Hello.
Okay, cool. So what you're witnessing right now, chat, is the fact that literally years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, Riot implemented voice chat in their own client. So if you wanted to play flex queue with random people on your friends list, it's not hard to fill a friends list. If you wanted to play League of Legends ranked with random people on your friends list, you have the option to. Rep, say something?
Hi, I'm here.
Wow,
Hello.
that's crazy that works. So the only reason people even want voice chat is so that they can play solo queue and have voice chat, when in reality, for the last decade, that isn't what solo queue has been. So why change solo queue to be something about 5 people talking in voice chat? The idea of solo queue is significantly different than the idea of playing flex queue. If you want to play a ranked League of Legends game where you could communicate with other people, here's what you do. You play a game, you're nice. At the end in the lobby where it says how well you did, check this out. Oh, never mind. The fucking client doesn't work, so I can't even fucking make my point because the client is coded by 3 fucking... Anyways, like I was saying, over here, I played Jinx. I went 10 and 8. Let's say my Kog'Maw really liked my playstyle. All you have to do is you right-click them after the game and you hit add friend. And then you go and you write flex ? And then they say yes. And now you could play the game. You could play the game that you want to play. The only reason people want voice chat is so that they can communicate in solo queue. Just play flex and then invite people from your friends list. And there you go. But I want it to be in solo queue because my solo queue rank is all that matters. That's stupid. And the best thing, here's the crazy thing, all right? Because not a lot of people are playing flex queue. Check this one out. This one's crazy. Since a lot of people aren't playing flex queue, check this one. If I wanted to right now, I could invite my friend Nike. Why? Because I'm gold in flex queue. I think he's silver in flex queue. Crazy thing about Nike is he's a Masters tier player. It's a completely different MMR. So you could play with all of your fucking friends, unless you're like iron and then your friend's gold in that, but normally that's not gonna happen. It's just so silly that this entire like debate, the only reason it exists is because people don't want voice chat. They want voice chat in solo queue, but solo queue has never been about voice chat. So they want solo queue to change in its entirety in order to accommodate voice chat. There's something that people keep saying, and it genuinely is so silly to me, right? And it is, all the other competitive games have a voice chat. Do you guys understand the amount of the just sheer level of difference? Like the importance of having a voice chat in something like Valorant or in something like Fortnite? That makes sense. You want to know why? I showed you guys this on stream the other day, but I'll do it again. Okay, yeah, sorry. Dota. Dota's the one, right? Dota has voice chat. That's the only MOBA with voice chat. Only Dota, which is doing fantastic, by the way. Don't say Heroes of the Storm. That game ended like 8 years ago, all right? In League of Legends, since this game is a MOBA, I ping here. Look at that. You see exactly where on the map. It radiates on the map itself. You could see exactly what I'm saying. Is there an enemy here? And I want people to know there's an enemy here. Check it out. Danger. Unlike Valorant, where you have to say, hey, the guy is to the left of the door in C long. You don't have to say that in League of Legends. In League of Legends, this is all the information I needed. I don't need to know who has what gun, or if I do need to know, crazy thing, what does he have? What does the Mumu have for Smite? I know. I'll ping it. Remember that you could ping items? So the information that you need in League of Legends is nowhere as high as people think it is. There's a reason why there were multiple, and I mean multiple regions that played very well on the world stage when half of the players on the professional team couldn't communicate with each other. Whether it was 2 Korean players and 3 Chinese players, or 3 Chinese players and 2 Korean players, there have been multiple seasons where people have gotten to semifinals or finals with teammates that don't even speak the same fucking language. So if on the biggest scale, if on the most grand scale of League of Legends, people can communicate without having to scream in fucking voice chat and say literally every single word, then that means that we could do it in our fucking gold solo queue games. The only thing I would advise is it would be cool if they made the ping system just a little bit better. For example, you can ping somebody's ultimate, but you can't ping anything else. When it's a character like Zed, whose W starts on an 18-second cooldown, and let's say the Dinili's dueling for Scuttle, and the Zed W's in to attacks you, you should be able to go to the portrait, hold the mouse wheel or hold the fucking click button, and you should be able to ping an entire different system, like his W, his Q, his R, or whatever. That would be better. If Riot wanted to make the ping system better so that we can get more information out, that's something I can get behind. Be able to ping different abilities, or check this out, Amumu alive. You know what it should say, since we want information out, right? Pinging me should say Amumu alive 30%. Like, you should be able to ping more things about characters, and you should be able to grant more information. Does that mean that we need voice chat? Hell the fuck no, we do not. League of Legends doesn't need voice chat at all. And it never did, and it never will. And if you're somebody who is a die-hard, it needs voice chat guy or girl, you know, flex queue exists. Add people after your games, ask them to flex. You could get the exact experience you're looking for. And Riot predicted this 3 years ago. Flex queue is shit. Why is flex queue shit? I want my solo queue rank to be diamond, not my flex queue. Flex queue is shit. The level of competition. All right, I am not trying to flame you in particular. You said level of competition. Are you challenger flex queue? Please tell me the truth. Oh, you're not. You're not a challenger flex queue player. Okay. Wow. So I don't think that you or anyone who isn't should be talking about the level of competition, because you would know very quickly if you played flex queue. I've played flex queue against a plat team and they rolled my ass. Flex queue is a whole different game. If you want to know what it's like when teammates actually communicate with one another, play flex queue and you'll very quickly see that they will outdraft you. Once you get to a certain point, they will TP gank, they will do everything. Exactly what you want solo queue to turn into. Again, that game mode, it exists. Flex queue is insane. It's insane. It's hard. So is diamond and solo queue. It's a different queue for a reason. You can get diamond and flex queue if you're very good with a team but bad by yourself. If your team is very good at macro and following and focusing, it's a different game. You know what's crazy about this poll right here that's on Twitter? You guys know the craziest thing about this poll on Twitter? It's the fact that it looks exactly like the percentage of people who aren't subscribed and are watching this video. If you like the content, please subscribe to the channel. You'll really help us out. And I think you'll enjoy the content we release because we're working on a ton of bangers. The next season of Can We Talk About This is coming soon, and I think you'll have a blast. So you should ring the bell and subscribe to the channel. Let's keep going. So yeah, in short, the only reason people want voice chat to begin with is solo queue, but solo queue has never been about voice chat, and it never will be about voice chat. It's an entire different ecosystem. Adding voice chat will be a detriment to a lot of players in the same way that it will be, I guess, a positive, because if you're somebody who doesn't enjoy voice chat and you opt to mute out of it, you are now basically nerfing yourself, because there are going to be people getting information that you're not getting. If you do want to play League of Legends and communicate with people, add random people after your games, ask them to flex queue. League of Legends has their own built-in voice chat that they added 3 years ago. The game doesn't need it, and if you wanted it, the game does have it. So no, League of Legends does not need voice chat, period, at all. It doesn't need it. And I stand by that. I 100% stand by that. The only thing League needs is voice. Yeah, exactly. And I will say that before this video ends. Sag Girl, you're absolutely right. The only thing that League of Legends needs voice chat for, the only thing that League of Legends is nocturnal. That's the only thing. That is the only thing. There's nothing else in League of Legends that requires voice chat. Just want voice chat to be nocturne player screaming cowabunga. The only thing, and here's a good closing point for the video, honestly. The only thing that if they did implement a voice chat that I would be behind, that I would get behind, is literally proximity. Proximity chat would be the funniest thing in the world. And it should be enabled for everyone in the game. Proximity chat should be enabled for enemies and allies. you should be able to hear everyone if they get close to you. Team fights would be the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. And that is why. Thank you for watching the content. Subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Adios. I love you.